never have. Law 7. Pimp the game. Business? It's quite simple. It's other people's money. Alexander Dumas. It takes real charisma to be able to start getting millions instead of thousands. Ice-T. The Life. During my years in prison, I did a lot of reading, and one of my favorite books was Only in America, The Life and Crimes of Don King. I read that Don King used his pimpish ways to become one of the biggest players in the boxing world. Here was a man, a black man no less, who had been in the joint for killing a man. He was able to come out and not only make a living, but get a whole bunch of people to buy into an image he had created. He made himself into a king, not just in name, but all the way to that crazy-ass hair he styled to resemble a crown. He put together the Rumble in the Jungle, the legendary fight between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, which to this day might be in the top 5 of the greatest heavyweight fights of all time. King went to Muhammad Ali and told him he had millions of dollars for him to fight George Foreman. Ali wanted his title back anyway, so he signed. He went to Foreman and told him he had millions for him to fight Ali. Foreman believed him, and he signed too. King had shit, nothing. But now he had a contract with both Foreman and Ali agreeing to fight one another. He then went to a promoter with the deal and got the backing he said he already had. King then asked where could he have this fight and get the most attention. He decided on Africa and even got the king of Zaire to give him $10 million. King promised to bring in the celebrities, throw parties, and put an international light on the small country. Then King continued to do what he did best, sold the game. He came up with a catchy name, Rumble in the Jungle, and the rest is history. Don King pimped the game to the fullest and went on to become the greatest promoter in boxing history. King inspired me to switch my hustle and build my name so I could make money away from the streets. You know, a pimp doesn't have a pension, so I had to make my move and utilize all the tools that I had at my disposal. The year was 1995. I was in Chicago getting my clothes custom made by Mr. K's on 89th Street when a player tried to sell me a VIP ticket to the Players Ball for $500. $500? Who's gonna be at that motherfucker, Michael Jordan? I asked. The nigga started rattling off names. Bishop Don Juan, Rev Seymour, Ice-T, and all of the pimps and hoes. I told him that I'd be there. I saw an opportunity. I would go there and convince all of those people to come to Milwaukee to my Players Ball. Now, I didn't have a Players Ball at this point. It was just an idea, but they didn't know that. I went to the Chicago Ball, and like Don King, I convinced all of those pimps and players that they had to come to my ball in Milwaukee. After I secured those commitments, I went to my jeweler and played his sucker ass out of some thousands to sponsor my ball. I went to a few more people and got a few thousand more in sponsorship. Once I got the money, I used it to promote Pimpin' Ken. I bought 50,000 flyers, 10,000 posters, and got on all the radio stations in Milwaukee for 30 days straight. 2 weeks later, the city was hyped, and everyone knew my name. This gave me a lot of power in town, and I didn't have to spend a single dime of my own money. I had my man in Chicago make 100 videotapes of the Players Ball in Chi-Town because it showed how clean I was, and it showed me hobnobbing with all of the players, talking a lot of fast money shit, a lot of slick shit. We gave those tapes out to rappers and other high-ranking pimps and players. My next move, after the word got out, was to sell my VIP tickets. I had to trump those niggas in Chicago. My VIP tickets sold for $2,500 a pop. The price told everyone that my shit was going to be bigger and better. I used the money from the sale of those tickets to make sure my event was bigger and better. I rented out a big ballroom using top-of-the-line items for everything. I rented limousines, ordered lots of champagne, and had the whole thing catered. I even invited HBO to film the event. When you watch Pimps Up, Hoes Down, you are watching my Players Ball, the one that helped me build the name Pimpin' Ken. I used HBO's influence to get under Too Short and Ice-T, both of whom I respect. Because of the special, I was able to get them to do my movie, Pimpology Uncut. Then other rappers wanted to fuck with me because they saw their favorite rappers fucking with me. Everybody loves a winner. At the end of Pimpology Uncut, I put my number at the bottom of the screen that sent a message out to all rappers. They needed someone to spit intros and outros. I was their man. The first big-timer to step up was Jermaine Dupri, the multi-platinum producer. This gave me millions of dollars of free publicity. Everybody worked with me after that. They put me on their songs and in their videos, and to the world, I became the king of the pimps. The ism. Like Don King, use other people's money, experience, and knowledge to advance your cause. I owe my newfound fame and success to the power of the rap game. You can't turn on the television without seeing how much hip-hop has influenced the culture. White suburban America spends more money on the music and clothes than black kids do. And many people in Germany and Japan know the lyrics of just about every rap song. Even TV commercials are hip-hop, from the fashion industry to technology. I flipped from pimping on hoes to pimping on hip-hop, which in turn has pimped on America and the entire world.